Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to give you guys a look at the fish room because I added some new fish to some of these aquariums over here, and I also set up a new tank that I don't think you've seen yet. So we're going to dive into that, talk about some of the fish, but first we need to turn off a couple of these lights for a second so we can see the tank behind me without any glare. This is a new tank that I just added some fish to. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But this is the new setup down here in the fish room. This is a 55-gallon aquarium that is currently housing my redhead topahos. Now, I just put these fish in here pretty much this morning, so they're not truly comfortable to this tank yet. And I think I also need to add some different fish in here, maybe like some angels or something to kind of make them a little bit more comfortable, or maybe like even a schooling fish or something to bring them out. But I'm loving how this tank is set up. I just went with like a nice little sand bed, and then I had some rocks with a bunch of Anubias glued on it, and I'm just loving how this tank is looking. I got a nice light on here, so we get that little shimmer on the water. It's just looking amazing. Now, I did add a pump in here, so there's a lot of flow in this aquarium, and that's because I just want this to have no detritus in this tank. So I'm gonna have to test and play with that with these fish and see if maybe that's too much flow or they like a little bit of less flow. And if anybody ever kept these fish, you maybe can let me know in the comment section. I do have a canister filter on here, so this tank is going to be pristine and running on autopilot. Let's put a little bit of food in here, and let's see if we can get these guys to come out a little bit, because they is just extra shy. And I was just down here feeding before I recorded this video, and they were just all out now, and I put the camera in here. They don't want to come out. But it's some nice little topahos. I have probably about 7 or 8 of them. I think this is a little female right here. But I have quite a few males, like a lot of males. You can see them now. Looking good. So I probably have about 7 or 8 of them, probably about 6 males, and maybe 1 or 2 females. I don't know. It's a bad ratio as far as breeding wise. These fish are definitely really aggressive, but I love them. And they haven't even put their color back on because they still getting used to this tank. But once they get their color back, very beautiful fish, but probably one of the most aggressive topahos, or geovega species, I should say. Beautiful. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you think about this setup. Did it come out good? I think it looks amazing. Give me some suggestions of what I should add in here. Maybe, I don't know, some angelfish or some type of, I thought about maybe my Odessa barbs. I don't know. But let me know in the comment section. Let's see what you guys come up with, and we can do something. I'm just can't wait till like all this Anubias grows in, and I think it's gonna look amazing in here. So let me know, did I take a W on this tank? I definitely think I did. And give me some suggestions what you guys think we should add or keep it the same. You never know. But let's take a look at the rest of these aquariums, because there's always something going on down here. Turn these lights back on. Now this tank, you guys seen, this is the tiger barb tank, and it's looking good right now. Like, all these tanks honestly are like on autopilot, and what I mean by that is I either top them off or just do water changes like every 2 weeks. I have so many plants in these aquariums with the pothos and just the plants that's in here, the low stocking of fish. Like, these tanks are crystal clear every single day. No detritus, no algae. It's just crazy. So when you're setting up your tank, you want to add a lot of plants to your aquarium, so that way you don't have to deal with the algae and all the other stuff that comes with keeping fish. But we just set them up in a bare bone tank with no plants or anything. You're just going to start dealing with a lot of issues that you wouldn't if you set them up in a better situation. Boy, looking good. Decibars, these guys are going to be getting moved out of here. I'm going to be doing a setup in this tank next. We're going to be doing like a fully planted aquarium with really nice lighting on here, and I believe I'm gonna move the decibars, probably just all the males, because I just want the color. Probably do just all the males, and maybe we'll find like a few other different species to go with them. But that's my plan for that tank. Just do like a Dutch style aquarium, where we just have nothing but plants, no hardscape, and just beautiful. that's the plan. Let's check on these Congo tetras. And I thought about maybe putting these guys in there with the Odessa barbs, because the Odessa barbs aren't really like nippy, like how other barbs are. So I think they might do well in there. We'll see though. Looking good. Beautiful. Over here, this tank been up and running for a while. You guys seen it, but I added in some of these dwarf neon rainbows. I think I put in, I don't know, 20 of them or so in here. And these are the ones I'm going to keep for myself. I sold a lot of them at this fish swap. I appreciate the ones that did come and purchase these and everything else that we had. But I kept about 20 or so for myself. They still very small, so we're going to grow these guys out. I got quite a few males that I wanted to grow out. See a couple of them back there. Beautiful little fish. Let's feed them so they can come all to the front. Don't be shy. I just moved these guys in here today as well, so they still getting adjusted to this tank. But I needed a bunch of fish in here because my plants was like not doing well. Like this little Amazon soar is looking a little deficient down here, and that's because there's really no fish in this tank. There was no poop or nothing to kind of help with the whole nitrate thing, and I don't really dose and use CO2, so you need fish in your tank to kind of make sure your plants is doing well. So we got 20 of them in here, got a few males, and what I'm probably going to do with these guys is put a spawning mop in here and just collect eggs from them, because at this size they will actually start spawning. I can see the males are definitely already active, like they want to spawn with the females. So I'll probably just put a spawning mop in here and just collect eggs and just raise them up. It's a really simple way to breed these guys. You don't have to have them in like no breeding setup. You can have them your normal scape, but just put a little mop in there, collect eggs, and raise the babies up. You just need brine shrimp to raise the babies up. But that's what's going on in that tank. Loving it. Still got our old faithfuls over here. Orange swordtails. I did put in a pair of conventions in here. They probably back there. This is a very shy fish, but we got a pair of cabrensis in here. And that's just what's going on in this tank. Simple. I don't know. I might change it. I am going to take these guys outside once the weather break, and we'll probably just throw some different fish in here. Let them go outside and breed, because they do really well outside for me. Let's feed these guys too. I got some babies in here. I seen the male. They all hanging out down here. So we got, that's the mom, multi, and that's the dad right there, the big boy. And they got a bunch of little babies down here. I seen them last night. So that was good to see. We got some more breeding activity going on in here. Still got all these guppies. I'm going to take these guys out of here. Probably just leave the multis in here. I get bored with certain stuff, and these are some of the fish I'm getting bored with. It's just kind of bland. But I just make sure they're healthy and eating, doing good, you know, pretty much. These two tanks right here, I added some new fish in. We got some green tiger barbs. So these are some of the green tiger barbs that I'm going to be keeping for myself. And we're going to do a nice little scaping here. I got a bunch of these little plants at the fish swap. So I'm going to be doing a nice little scape in this tank for these guys and grow. I think I put about 20 of them in here. So I don't even know. Yeah, so I'm doing a nice little scape for them. Get them going. So that'll probably be the next couple of video or something like that. We'll do a little scape for them, set them up, something nice. Yeah, tiny little boys. I added in some high fin platies in this tank. These are some I'm keeping for myself. I still got a bunch of all these fish that I need to sell, get rid of. But these are just some of the ones I'm keeping for myself to grow out and enjoy. So I put a bunch of them in here with these endlers in here just to add a little color to this tank. And I think it'll look good. Definitely looking good. And these boys over here, they love to eat. These Australian rainbows. Eat for days. So yeah, just a little quick little fish room update. Just want to bring you guys along a little journey. I don't care if it's small or big. I try to give you guys a little update on everything, what's going on. You guys can let me know what you guys think about this tank, because I'm loving it. And I'll give you some suggestions of what we should add to it, or should I just leave it like this, let the plants grow in, let the topper holes do their thing in here, or should I add some angelfish or something in here? I haven't had no angels down here in a long time, so let me know. Oh, we forgot about the electric blue cars down here. Look at these dudes. I almost forgot about them. And there's a lot more fish down here in the fish room, but I don't want to bore you guys with a half an hour just looking at fish and running my mouth. So I'll just try to show you little bits and pieces throughout each video to give you guys updates. But electric blue car looking good. This one right here, you can see on his forehead, got a little damaged little wound here. I think he got stuck up under a rock, or it had to happen on a rock or something, because they're not in here fighting. And that's not like no hole in the head or nothing like that. So I think he just kind of nooked it on a rock and it's just looking bad. So hopefully that healed. Now I have to pull him out, throw him in the tank, put a little salt in there, and it'll heal up just fine. But they is looking good in here. No breeding activity yet, but hopefully we'll find some soon. They definitely in there looking good though, no doubt about it. So yeah, that's what's going on down in the fish room. All these tanks is getting set up. I'm just taking my time, but we still got so many tanks. I got so many ideas, and there's so much more. I still got to set up that tank. Still need to buy another tank to set up here. It's just so much to do. But I'm taking my time, and we kind of rebuilding the fish room in a way that I want it to be. I want it to be very efficient. I want it to look good and be like a showpiece. And then the other fish room is where I do all my working on my tanks, my breeding, the selling the fish, all that jazz. And this would be just our enjoyment and my enjoyment down here in the fish room. So hit the like button, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch you in the next video.